Good evening and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. Episode 1 proper of the Cricket County save. Cricket Captain save with Kent County. So today we start in the County Championship. I've got my notes that I said I was writing at the end of last episode during, as we were building up to this first game. And we're going to pick our team right now. So we're going to go with our current year stats, which of course from the pre-season we've got some decent ideas of how people are looking, but the fitness is also a consideration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably pick on fitness more than anything right now, because I want to make sure that people do get the rest they need. So Bell Drummond is definitely going to play. And you know what? Captain as well. Compton, you can open. That's not a bad thing. Hargrave, 25 average. Did he do enough to really get another game? You know what? Maybe, but not at 3. Maybe at 4. Billings. Billings, I think you're just a little bit low on the stamina there, so a bit of a swap out isn't a bad thing. Ferguson looks like he's in good form, so he comes in for stack. Porter doesn't have a lot of good form, but the average is obviously incredible. But that is a little bit low on the old fitness down there, so he's not going to start. We're going to start with Gilchrist, Kadri, Singh. Bosch needs to be swapped out as well. So let's go to Stewart. That's a good swap out. I think that works. And Everson actually can continue. Even though the batting wasn't great, the bowling was okay. Is there a better option there in terms of our all-rounders? Not really. Conditions, however, say... Well, the conditions say we're going to lose day 1. I think Everson is going to get the... We'll play Everson. So we're not doing a complete swap of the whole 11. It's only... There's 2 of them who are keeping themselves out there. We're definitely going to want to... Yeah, we're definitely going to want to bowl first. And the reason for that is, if there is any time out in the crease in these conditions... They're going to be horrible, and they're not going to be fun to bat in. So we're going to try and take as many chances early doors here as we can. Okay, that's 4 overs, and no going off because of the weather just yet. Oh, nope, there it is. An hour 3 lost. The weather is calming down a bit. And what that means is we can actually go back to our opening bowlers and get them bowling another set of 4 each. Here we go, first chance on the pads, and that is gone. Well done, Gilchrist. That is the kind of start we were after. Okay, that's a very good start. 37 for 1. We've taken that first wicket, but key being that those economies are very, very good. Their economy is at, what, just over 2, 2.4 or 2.3, there or thereabouts. And once again, Gilchrist can continue. Our best bowlers, our opening bowlers, can continue up to 11 overs bowled for this next spell here. Gilchrist again. Inside edge taken by Muyeye, and that's going to earn Gilchrist 1 more over. And rain stop play again. So we've had tea. We're into the 3rd session of the day. We've got them 60 for 2. Rain stop play again. We've lost another 36 minutes. There's 31 overs left in the day, which isn't a lot. And we can't bowl Gilchrist, so it's going to be Singh. So 15 and 16. I'm going a little bit formulaic with my approach. A little bit formulaic, okay? So we've got Shafiq, who's kind of happy where he is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the length back against him for this particular spell. Gilchrist again. Nothing this time. Okay, and they're going well, but Singh's going to take a rest. We're going to bring Stewart back in. He's going to keep to that length as well. That's fine. Gilchrist swaps out for Everson. Oh, here we go. Not quite. All right. Not quite. It's just going down leg that. But that one is gone, and Lamb is gone. Okay, good. Everson continues on. Stewart's got one more over in Everson as well. Oh, here we go. Gets another one. So Everson's actually going to get himself another over. And what we'll do is we'll bowl Kadri from one end just to get to the end of the day. We've got him 140 for 4, which is I'm actually quite happy with. And one more over for Everson. That's fine. And now we'll go back to the top. We'll go to Gilchrist. And here we go, Kadri. If we could get a 5th wicket, I mean, we would probably be hoping for more than 4. Oh, that's an inside edge, but it goes away. Than 4 or even 5 wickets at the start of the day. For them to be at 193 for 4, almost 200. For them to be at 200 for 4 on a day that is, well, on a day such as this, look at that. I mean, everyone else has been bowled out for 330 odd. And then the replies have started. The rain has kind of prevented that for us. Okay. Super interesting. So, it didn't really look like Kadri went for many runs, but he did create a couple of chances. Going up 4 is okay. Even going up 5 is okay when you've taken 2 wickets. Gilchrist to start. We're just going to go for a good length, I think, at the start here. And it's going to get us a wicket. It is going to get us a wicket. Shafiq is gone. He's got a good 100. He is now gone. Oh, we might get 2 in the over. We will get 2 in the over. So, Gilchrist moves to 4 wickets taken. We're going to go back to Singh. Very close. He bowls a good maiden, though. Everyone's bowled a maiden except for Everson, but he has taken 2 wickets. Don't forget. That's another one for Singh. He takes a wicket this time. He's bringing his economy down as well, which is very nice. Oh, inside edge goes away for 4. That's unlucky. There we go. Got him this time. Okay, Gilchrist is still feeling pretty good on the old stamina there. That's not out. Singh is also one more over. Now it's a swap to our other pace bowlers. Let's go full with Stewart. And then keep... Oh, I didn't swap, so Singh's bowled an extra over by accident. That's all right. Edged, taken. Well done, Everson. That's a 3rd wicket. And honestly, that's the thing, is that you don't care about going for a few more if you're taking wickets. If you've gone for 4.6, it's like, yeah, that's not great. But you did take 4 wickets in 8 overs, so we'll take it. A lot of our overs going with our 2 opening bowlers, this is interesting. This is not something I would have done a lot of in a previous season. I'm thinking about things in a little bit of a different way. So, I've also got my kind of setup for how we're going to set up when certain batsmen are at the crease. So, anyone who is defensive or very defensive is going to go on 3 greens. Everyone else goes on 2 greens. And we only increase the aggression as a partnership. Every, probably I'm going to say 25 runs, but that might change. And especially if we're like at the end of a session, then we're not going to increase that. We're going to lose a wicket 3rd ball. That's really not good from Daniel Bell Drummond. Mayeye smacks it away for 4. I was a bit worried there. Bell Drummond, that is not ideal. So we are 4 for 1. Well done, Compton. Very good. Just get us to the end of the day now. Sorry, not the end of the day. We're on day 2. I was thinking we were day 1, session 3 because of all the hours lost to the rain. So we were 0 for 1, so I can keep track of this one easily there. We've made 25. So there we go. Now I'm thinking the aggression can go up. They're not really set, though. They're not really set. Because Muyeye's hit quite quickly. We're batting a 5 and over, so I don't think I need to up the aggression. I've got another note that says, try to bat at 3 and over minimum. Solid batting should mean less losses, which is a key point of kind of our New South Wales, last couple of seasons really of just across the game, is that sometimes I'm batting too slowly and therefore getting rid of the chance to win games, and therefore we're only looking at how can we draw games. I want us to bat at least 3 and over so that we're still kind of batting quick enough that there is a chance. You know, we don't want to be sinking down to batting lower than that. 1 minute left. I just want to get us to the end of the day. Sorry, end of the session here. Well done, Compton. That's lovely. That is lunch. 48 for 1 is very, very good considering we were 0 for 1. Derbyshire have taken no points so far. And if we are able to bat at a decent rate, we will pick up some bonus points for batting as well. So, absolutely fine at the minute. At a certain point, I'm going to tell Muyeye to match the aggression level of Ben Compton. So they're going to work together. We went in at 48, so that would be 73 would be the 25 runs marker since we restarted the session. And that is where it is. So we're going to match the aggression now. And they're going to go along together. Hopefully at a good rate. When we get to, well, it would be 98. We can perhaps up the aggression again. But there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to calm it down one step. Because of that wicket lost, just try and get George Hargrave settled. Which, if he's hitting a 4 like that, then he is probably pretty settled. Let's get to the 100 together here. No, Hargrave's gone. See, that's what I mean. We've settled. We've lost another wicket. Get to the 100, guys. Compton's gone as well. This is rough now. Why are we stumbling so significantly? We are stumbling. Okay, there's 100 up. 2 new batsmen at the crease. Not particularly good. They're going to have to settle up together. They're going to have to try and work through this period together. The middle order are going to have to do a bit of work here. We've got EYRE, or Jane Eyre, so I'm going to say Eyre, William Eyre, and Jack Ferguson batting together in the middle of the order here. Let's see what they can do. Eyre's gone already, so that brings in Everson. 109 for 5. What a stumble this has been. What a middle order collapse this has been. From what was a very strong position, now we're just looking at trying to reach parity with Derbyshire. And that's a pretty long way off. You can see Compton and Muyeye, the only ones really contributing so far. Ferguson is getting started. Dang it. Well done, Ferguson. That's 4 more. I like that. We've only got 10 minutes. Not even that. There's T. Well done. 133 for 5. Settling down a little bit. We're at 133. Let's get to 150 together as a partnership. Everson's gone. He was bogged down, wasn't he? He really was. Grant Stewart comes in. Same idea applies here. Get to 150 together. 4 more. 4 more again. And there is the 150 together. So now we're going to step up aggression to 3 greens for them both. because the loss in wickets does naturally slow you down. We are still trying to go about 3. 165 would be 3 and over. You know, and like I say, I'm still trying to go about 3 and over or more. I want to go at more, but it's not easy. Ferguson's batting very well. Contributing very nicely. Stewart's come out and he's batting well. Also, Ferguson on 49. Stewart trying to catch him up. Steps down the track and puts in one bounce 4. Here we go. Is it 50 for Ferguson? It is. It's a drop and run and it's going to make 50. Very good. We are behind by 47. 50 up. Very good. You know what? Let's go to 1 yellow then, guys. Let's move it on. Let's try and really keep this partnership together. Stewart goes big. And it will be 200 up. And the partnership is at 65. Very nice. So it's a big partnership, especially compared to some of the others here. And then Compton and Muyeye with that big recovery partnership as well. This is much better from these two middle order, bailing out a bit of the few of the batsmen up above them there. And Stewart batting very aggressively. In fact, so aggressively, he's broken the match record for fastest 50. Which is very nice indeed. And he's overtaken Jack Ferguson in the progress. We are now only 22 behind. Make that 18, make that 16, make that 12. On the double Nelson, we go for another 1 bounce 4. Use a record partnership now. Then again, we didn't even play Derbyshire. So we're breaking records. Oh, Ferguson, no. Okay, calm it down. And Singh and Stewart try and rebuild together. Stewart's still batting well, which is good. And just Singh's got to kind of stick with him as much as he can. We lead by 12. That's very good because there was a period of time there where I was worried we were not going to get anywhere near the Derbyshire score. We were going to stumble. But 250s from Ferguson and Stewart have corrected course. Oh, Stewart gets lucky there. Goes over the bowler's head. 4 more. He's on to 89. Singh is doing all right. Sticking around. Got himself another boundary. So he moves to 14. Let's... You know what? Let's not take any risk. Let's just try and keep these two going. And get them to the next day. Stewart on 91. Would love him to get the 100 before the end of the day. And he will, because he's on 99 with 3 overs to try and get this 100. And there it is. He'll get the 1 down to square leg. Absolutely brilliant. He's breaking another record. That's 100 up. And now I'm just going to calm him down. Get to the end of day 2. They have done just that. We've taken a bonus point as we would hope we've done. 86 times 3 is 258. Yep, it is. So we're way above our... you know what? This is just gone. This is very good. Very good. Very strong. Our number 8 has got 100. Our number 6 has got 50. Those are the only milestones so far. But we're going at 3 plus. We've got a lead of 50. Going into day 3. This is... It's likely to be a draw. The only way we really do get the win is if we bowl out Derbyshire in kind of, in quick fashion. And then chase down something like 75, something like that. That's the only real way. Because of that time lost in day 1, it just makes winning a little bit more difficult. But we did do well to bowl Derbyshire out for the total that we got them for. Right? 230 was it? I think it was. Scorecard. It was 234. Yeah, there we go. So it was and look at that. Literally, oh my word, half of the runs. Half of the runs were just, oh my goodness, even more than that. Bin Naeem and Shafiq have just taken basically all of the runs. Singh is going very well. Now, have they been back out there? But then he gets caught in a trap. Okay, I'm thinking Stewart now has to go aggressive because he's batting with the tail and he might not get a lot of time to kind of pile on the run. So he's going to go to 3 bars. and just try and keep going. He's unfortunately been bowled out. We are going to get, well, close to 100 lead. We are very close to the 100 lead. If we get another boundary, I think that is the 100 lead. 101, very good, Nathan Gilchrist. I love that. Well done. And he goes again because, to be fair, that needed to go. So I'm glad he's done that. And he's gone again. He's on 14. He's overtaken Kadri in pretty quick time. 350 would be very nice because I think that would be the bonus point that we're after, I think. I'm not sure. We will, of course, lose this wicket at some point. It's not a big deal. When it goes, it goes. Let's try and get as many runs as we can. And boundaries are certainly going to help that. And these guys are actually relatively set. So it's not a bad thing to just tell them to keep going with a bit more aggression as well. And there's another boundary. Gilchrist is genuinely on for a chance at getting 50 here. But Kadri is gone for 19. But that is one heck of a contribution for... Oh, 49! No! No, that's unfortunate. For the 10th wicket, that would have been very nice. But it's still very, very good. That is the, what, the 4th highest partnership? We had a 95, an 85, an 80. Of course, Stewart being involved in 2 of those is quite impressive for his big score. And then Gilchrist and Kadri for the 10th wicket. That's very, very good. We lead by 140. We've taken 6 bonus points already. 3 and a bit hours were lost. Which does mean that getting the rest of these... Getting the win here is not going to be easy. We've lost a lot of bowling time. In general, we've lost a lot of time out of the game. Let's see what we can do. Oh, very close. There's lunch. They've survived 12 without loss. Thing. Oh, so close. We've got to try and get Shafiq. Quite early. Okay, Gilchrist, you can keep bowling because they're actually feeling relatively good. Okay, that's the last one for yourself then. So let's go to Stewart. One more for Singh and then swap him out for Everson. Let's bring the length back. And then we're going to bowl wider to Kame. They're surviving very well. They're trying. They've almost, in fact, they're very close to halfway of cutting our lead. Okay, Kadri from one end is gonna kind of go with that plan that we like to go with. I'm gonna give one over to Ferguson. I somewhat regret it, but that's just to get Gilchrist back to a good level of fitness, and maybe, oh, not quite. Goodness me. Again, not quite. We are, oh my word, we are struggling now. That's, again, nowhere near. And the Kadri is actually... It's going for a few runs. We need... There we go. We need the breakthrough. Shafiq is gone. And now we know that with that breakthrough, we might be able to tumble a few wickets. Not quite. There's T, back to the Pacers. So let's actually change it up. We're going to go to Everson and Stewart. Oh, that's not out. Okay, swap it out then. Gilchrist and Singh. In this game, I'm purposefully not going with the, if you get hit for a boundary, you rotate. But we might have to think about implementing that when you get hit for 3 boundaries or 2 boundaries even. You know, like we've got to be still thinking about those kind of things as well. If you do get hit for multiple boundaries, you've not bowled a very good over. Wow. They have done... I mean, they've batted completely different to the first innings, haven't they? You know what? Hargrave gets an over. Goes for 7. But oh my word, if he gets the breakthrough, which he does, there we go. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to just throw something different out there and see what comes out of it. It might just get the breakthrough you're after. In fact, oh, come off it. Oh, that's... Oh, in the air, mid-wicket, takes the catch. Hargrave should have had another wicket. He goes and gets... He's got both of the set batsmen out. I'm a bit... I'm a bit surprised, I'll be honest. I'm a bit surprised. Okay, Gilchrist is gone for a few too many there. Okay, same again for Hargrave. But that's... If we don't try different things, is what I said last episode. If we don't bring a different approach and then we continue to get hit, then, you know, it's my fault for not trying something new. There we go. We get the wicket. They are leading by 156. We are able... If we are able to get the last couple of wickets, well, 5 in fact, in quick time, there's another one. Okay, keep going. We can chase 200 in 2 sessions or thereabouts. I don't doubt that we can do that. Okay, let's go back to Gilly. There it is. There it is. That's why we go back to our star bowlers or, you know, our opening bowlers. Hargrave got the wickets. I'm going to back him to get another one. Okay, not quite. Gilly takes a break. Everson. There it is. Oh, you've dropped. That's 2 catches. That is 2 catches dropped. I'm going to have to think about that as well. I'm going to make a note. Catches win matches. There we go. Because obviously if we had taken our 2 catches, Mr. Keeper, we would be batting and you never know. We might have a chance at getting the win. Hargrave does get the 3rd wicket. And now, can we wrap it up? Not yet. Everson, wrap it up. Okay, 1 more wicket to get. Come on, let's go to our quick bowlers. Nothing there, but last ball of the over on the pad. Still nothing there. Played and missed. Oh my goodness. Hit the stumps, please. Hit the stumps. They've declared. Interesting. It's interesting that you would then declare, but... They've batted much better. I'm quite impressed at Hargrave coming in and taking 3 wickets when, you know, he's not a bowler. He's not, you know, he's not considered a bowler. But 284 to win in a session and a half. Just more than a session and a half. I'm not sure. Being honest. I'm not sure the likelihood of that. But if you never know, you know, you never know. If we get something going, there's a chance. We've got to try and make sure that by the end of this session, we are a decent chunk of runs for 1 wicket or for 2 wickets or ideally for no wickets. But that is tough. And that's going to require these openers to do a solid job and get a solid amount of runs alongside, keeping their defense strong, but also getting a good amount of runs alongside that. 35 with our loss, make that 39, so that's good. We end the over 41. We're a bit below the 3 and over expected, but I think it's probably more... You know what, let's go. 1 yellow. That's good from Bell Drummond, but there's still the thing is there's still so many runs needed 223. That's a lot of runs to be thinking we can hit in the last session of the day. How many overs is it going to be? 2.5 hours. So it is 150 minutes. It's not entirely impossible. But, well, Bill Drummond, first ball after the break. Are you joking me? That's a bit ridiculous. Like, you gotta switch on. Yay. Okay, so I'm not willing to risk the loss here. Because 2 hours, it's 130 minutes now. So the gap between what was required and the minutes is now kind of gone up. So I've lowered the aggression there for Compton and for... I haven't really changed Hargrave, actually, but... To be fair, I did say 100 for 2, and, you know, we're in with a shout. It's 100 minutes, 180 runs. The thing is, I don't know how many overs we've got left. If you've got how many overs left... Oh, is it a run-out opportunity, or is this Compton's 50? No, it is Compton getting to the 50 mark. Well done. Very well batted. He can go back to 1 yellow here. If we are going to win, it's going to be because Compton goes big and starts hitting a few more boundaries. So, 90 minutes, 165 runs. Let's see. You know, if we start to hit some boundaries in the overs, a couple of big overs, and you never... but there's the downside. You see, that is the downside. 2 boundaries hit, and then the idea of, I can go big again, right? No, you didn't need to. That's a no ball that goes for 4, so that's a very good over for us. 145 now. Coming down, only 3 wickets lost. Compton's gone to 2 yellows just to see if he can keep it going. If he can keep hitting boundaries, if he, in particular, gets his strike rate up, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. 7 off that one, 134. But see, he's on 2 yellows and he's seen off a maiden. One last effort here. One last effort by upping the aggression to 3 yellows for Compton and 1 yellow for EYRE. And we'll see what happens. If we lose a wicket, we lose a wicket. But this is the last throw of the dice to try and increase the aggression and go for big shots like that one. It is mostly our it's mostly our bowling in that second innings that has kind of let us down. And I don't really think we bowled terribly. Did we? I don't know. Let's check the Derbyshire second innings. No, we didn't. You know, in fairness to us, we didn't. They batted 117 overs compared to the 71 in the first, so they were better batting. Our economies are 2s and 3s, and yes, there's a 4, but if you take wickets, I'll forgive it. Same there for Hargrave, same for Kadri. Obviously, Ferguson only had 1 over, so it doesn't really equate. There is maidens in there. It's just that their top order did what they did not do in the first innings, except for Shafiq, of course. He did play well in the first innings as well. Okay, it's going to be a draw. Okay, fine. It's going to be a draw. Compton, just get as many runs as you can. I'm going to autoplay this to the end. Compton instantly gets out. Not long to go. And it is a draw. Okay, Compton out for 90. Matches drawn. We take 14 points from that. Everyone else takes wins. There are wins in the other games. So we are going to be sat in 4th. That is correct. We take bonus points in both columns, which is very nice. Usually we were a bit of a letdown in the batting column, but we've done well in that first game. 34 minutes it took to get through that first game, but I did say we are going to play 2 games in today's episode, and we're going to do that. So, what we need is we need to be training up our younger players in good stuff. So, Jaden Denny, there he is, 19 years of age. His batting average is a little bit weak there. So that's what we're going to get him practicing. Just on his technique. Just keep working on his technique, maybe. Sing, that's the same. Just working on your technique. For now, that's all we're going to focus on. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Air, you need to work on your catching, buddy. Because there was a few catches in there where you've let us down. And I'm not overly impressed. Hargrave had a great game. Bowling very well. That was I'm just happy. I'm just happy with that, to be honest. Very, very good. Okay, now into Everson. You know what? I think you need a bit of a bowling practice. The batting average of 25 plus is all right. Let's go to our bowling technique and let's go to our general technique on that. Gilchrist, same here. Kadri, same again. We've still got 3 coaching sessions here. Singh, yep. And now we've got 25 years. Garrett, yep, 25 years of age. Bowling technique, another 25 years of age. Hargrave, there he is. 24, Muyeye. So, batting technique. Oh, I'm all out. Dang it. I thought I was still had some. Fitness-wise, who's struggling on the old fitness? That looks like Child is struggling on the fitness, and Everson. So Everson gets some extra physio, and Child. In fact, Logan might want some as well. Yeah, I'll take that off, and then we'll give it to Logan. Okay. So that's the training for the minute, and look at that. That's what we like to see. Just consistent improvements. Middlesex are up next. We're going to click play. And we're going to take a look at the current year stats. So, we don't really judge on until we've had a significantly more innings played. You know, 2 innings is not enough to judge, really. So, I'm thinking Logan comes in because Kadri, he's not playing terribly. This is mostly just rotational purposes, and conditions say, in fact, conditions say another spinner wouldn't be a bad shout. So I'm going to bring Kadri back in, because his fitness is actually relatively strong. I need like a ruler to kind of compare these, compare the fitness of my players here. So I've got get the ruler out, and I can actually hold it up against the screen like this. These are all the same. By the looks of things, that's interesting. Is anyone below that? No, anyone here above that? I'm holding the ruler in a way that I can kind of see. Ah, Stack. Stack is above the regular. Let's bring him in for Hargrave. Despite Hargrave playing very well, I'm going to do that. Mansfield is also above the regular there. And you know what, Bill Drummond, you didn't play overly well. O'Riordan. Oh, that could be good. What about O'Riordan for Ferguson? Even though Ferguson did play well with the bat, I'm going to go with O'Riordan because that's another spinner's option. And I like that idea. So let's do that. Everson, Gilchrist, Logan. Ferguson is playing well. The form is a good stat there. It's very good. Child, you need to rest up. In fact, everyone who's not playing but has a decent amount of form, you rest up. So, Porter, you're going to play some second team because no form does not do. Garrett, yeah, you're a little bit low as well. You rest up. Quinn, you rest up. Bosch, oh, Bosch could play. Ah, that's a tough one. Yes, you know what? Bosch, you're going to play for Everson. Everson's going to rest up. Even though his fitness is okay, just going to give him a rest up. Billings, Yeah, well, Billings probably should play for Air, but I kind of want to back Air for another game. Albrighton, you'll play some second. Billings, just have a rest. Just rest this one out for us. Ekan Singh. Yeah, you rest up as well. Darks plays some second team. Beldrummond, you also, you know what, play some second team. Then the rest up, leaning rest up. Actually, no. Denley swaps in for Stack, and then Stack, you're playing second team. Okay. A bit of rotation and lots of spinning options if it goes into a fourth day and it is spinning. Okay, we're bowling. That's all right. We've got a lot of bowling options. I like that. I like that we've done that. We've made that decision. So, Gilchrist, to start things off, we're going to go chances only in the first over. He goes for 5. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same again with just focusing on the bowler's stamina. If they get a wicket, we add an over to the spell. If they go for 2 boundaries in an over, then we say have a blow, have a break. Gilchrist, 2 Fernandez, no edge. No edge. What is Kadri bowling? No, 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 no. Stewart. Okay, there we go. See, that's 2 for Gilchrist. So we're going to go to Bosch. And Stewart, 1 more over. Bosch, keep going. Oh, here we go. First chance. It's bowled him. Robson is gone. We've got him 50 for 1. Very good, very good. Okay, Bosch, finish up. He's going at 3s, which is fine. Yeah, everything's fine at the minute. And I'm going to go to Logan for an over. Goes for 7. Not great. Bosch continues. Goes for 2 boundaries, but can he cancel it out? No, he can't. He goes for 3 boundaries. Okay, let's bring the spin on then. Denley comes in. A bit of spin on day 1 might just break open this innings for us. Denley's another chance here. Wow. Very good start. No edge. That's fine. Logan, maybe we've chosen well here. Oh, you can't be dropping that one. Ah, Denley goes for 2 boundaries. That is going to call for a rotation. That's on the pads. That's gone. Well done. Let's deploy it. Dang. O'Riordan to deploy. 1-1-2 for 2. Make it 3. He does, and this time Muyeye takes that catch. Wow, Jim Ingram comes in. And Logan is a bit tired. So I'm going to swap him out. We're going to go to Kadri, who, of course, opened the bowling. And now we are going to do a little bit of pace bowling just to get things kind of reset a little bit. Okay, that's 8 overs of pace bowled. Now, Bosch. And then we'll go to... Who bowled the best of the bunch? I'm going to say it was Logan. We've got him 138 for 3. That's well outside the line, but it's another chance. Oh, no. Okay, Bosch. It's got to be spin. I think we've got to make that decision now. Another drop. Air. Taken that time. Well done. Compton gets the catch. It's not great from Air there. We shouldn't be... I mean, I know Muyeye dropped one in the slips earlier, but that's 3 dropped catches by our keeper in this episode alone. It can be costly. We can't be doing that. Okay, Logan did go for 2 boundaries, so we will rotate that. There's another dropped catch. That is 3 dropped catches. Denley goes for boundaries straight away. Oof. So he's going to rotate out. He's going for a little bit of tap here, a few runs. We've got him 196 for 4, but you know, they do not deserve to be at 198 for 4 now. You are. They're testing my patience. That's not out, and I'm going to have to make a note that I think Billings has to come back. We've taken the catch, finally. Cracknell's been... No, Cracknell hasn't been dropped. So Ingram was dropped. Ingram alone was dropped 3 times. It's not great, lads. It's not great. Okay, Kadri rotates because he's getting a bit tired. Okay, Denley, another opportunity. There we go. That's better. Get that economy down. Bring that economy down. Get yourself into contention. Reverse sweep, nothing doing. Denley, buddy! Okay, once again, we go into a little bit of pace and we kind of, we try something new. We throw a different variable into the equation. And in this case, it does get a wicket, but Stewart's going to rotate to Bosch earlier than last time. And he's going to get the wicket. Okay, so 272 for 7. They really should be bowled out. This is... Our catching has been atrocious. And that goes for 4. So, to the spinners. Oh. There we go. That's gone. Well done. Logan, keep going. Logan's bowled very well. I'm actually very impressed with his bowling. He's unfortunate that he's probably... he's got 4 for now, but did he get... Were there dropped catches off of... There were. So, he's already really should have had the fifer. No, I don't really need the new ball. I'm going to go to Denley. I'm going to give him another opportunity. He goes for 2 boundaries again. That's not good from Jaden Denley. That's going to tell me that he's not really a bowling option. If he's going to go for that many runs. Yeah. Because it goes along with exactly what I was saying about Hargrave taking, going at 4 and over. He got 3 wickets, so going at 4 and over is hardly a crime. It's not bad at all. Logan gets his fifer. I'm very impressed with his bowling. But if you don't get a wicket and you're going at 6s, there you go. Look, Bosch and Denley are the 2 sides of that coin. I don't mind you go at 5 if you take 2 of the wickets for me. And equally, I don't mind if you don't get a wicket, but you only go at 2 or 3. It's when you go at too many, you don't bowl as many overs. So Denley bowled the least amount of overs. And then look who bowled the most. It was our bowler who took the wickets. It's just natural. It is what it is. It's how it's got to be. So they lead by 318. We are still on day 1, of course. Compton and this time Henry Mansfield getting his chance. If we go at current year, this is his debut this year. Let's see what he can do for us. The first task is going to be, let's get that lead under 300. And they've done that already. Now let's get to the end of the day. They've done that as well. We are 27 without loss. We continue from where we were. So, first task, I'm thinking of the new day. Get to 50 at the current level of aggression. Oh, that was close. And there it is. There is the 50 up, opening stand, current level of aggression. How was that not a catch? Where is the fielder going? Very, very good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match Mansfield to Ben Compton, and I'm going to say, get me to 70, which they've almost done. In fact, they may just do it now. Yep, they've done it now. There we go. Well done, Mansfield. 4. Okay. I'm now going to have to say, can you get me to 80? Because they did that so quickly, I don't really feel like it's beneficial to up the aggression just yet. Not... What is that? Oh, it's my pen lid. Not just yet. So get to 80 and then we'll go again. No, Mansfield's gone. Which brings in Muyeye. Okay, I'm gonna just say we stay where we're at. That's not out. He's coming a long way down the crease. Muyeye, that is not good. Okay. Marcus O'Riordan comes to join Compton at the crease, and Compton keeps going, batting very nicely, batting very well. O'Riordan trying to get himself sorted. Compton kind of creeping towards the 50, but I'm not in any rush for him to get 50. 46, 47. He's on 48. He'll knock it for... Is that going to go? It won't, but they will get back for the 2, and that will be 50 up for Ben Compton. Very well batted. And then he smacks a 4 in celebration. Very well done. Okay, so 110 for 2. We are still 208 behind, so we're a significant amount of runs behind still. O'Riordan not really set, but I'm actually going to risk it. You know, I don't want it to be... I don't want you to think I never risk it. We are going to go one level up and see if we can get a bit of a bonus out of this. It said 24 minutes to go. That was at 108, was it? I think so. Let's get to 140 by the end of the day. I'm sorry, by the end of the session. Is that doable? 134. Okay, not quite, but that's no bother. They're going to lose a little bit of settledness, so I'm going to take it down, get to 150 for me, and then we'll up the aggression again. Well, Compton does just that. He smacks a big old 4. 1 bounce 4, 138 for 2. We're trying to build the innings here. Trying to build the innings. Compton goes again. He's not trying to build the innings. He's trying to get the innings done and dusted and get a big old lead. But that is the problem. If you go big, I need you to then be able to bring it back. I need you to calm it down. Okay, Denley did not do so well with the ball. How will he do with the bat? Let's see. Get me 160 for 3. You know what? Get me 170 for 3. Good. Very good. Yep. And is this the 170? Yes, it is, because it goes for buys. We love that. So the lead is now down to 144. And I'm going to say we can go to 1 yellow each here. It's a good ball. 182 for 3. And I am going to have to check what the run rate is doing. Yep, we are 3 plus. You're going to hear me say that a lot in the next couple of weeks. We are 3 plus. We are going at a 3 or above. And that's what I'm expecting from my batting lineup. Because too many times with Gloucestershire, with New South Wales, with Essex, with whichever team, we've gone at less than 3 and over, sometimes even at 2 and over. And we've basically said, we are not going to win this game after 2 days. You know, that's all we've been able to do. Denley gets out, but 32 is a pretty solid contribution. I'm okay with that. O'Riordan's going to calm it down after making his 50. I don't think I commented on that, which is unfortunate. Eyre, again, you kind of let me down with your catching. But if you can produce a little bit with the bat, it will potentially balance it out. Potentially. I'm not saying it will, because that's still probably your main job has got to be taking those catches as the wicketkeeper. To be honest, it's got to be. It's got to be, right? Either way, this is very, very good from the batting lineup so far, except for Muyeye. He's obviously failed to really trouble the scorers, only managing 4. There's T. Okay, grand. O'Riordan batting very well. I say that, and then he smacks a big old 4. That's very good. Let's get that lead to below 50. Eyre is like, I've told Eyre before he's gone out, I've said, like, you did drop a few catches. Let's try and not think about it. Let's try and go get some runs and make up for those catches. And I'm going to say... Never mind what I'm going to say. Never mind what I was going to say. It does not matter. What I'm going to say now is I want these two to get to parity. That's what I want now. We've still got Stewart, as in another all-rounder. So we've still got these two and another resource of runs. And then the tail, if the tail could add, like, 8 runs each, I will take it. Bosch does not manage it there. Okay, so I'm going to... Same again. Stewart, you've got to just do the job this time. Stick around and let O'Riordan do his work. O'Riordan smacks the boundary, gets the single. Stewart, that's not what was asked of you, buddy. That is not what was asked of you. So we're going to tell O'Riordan to hog the strike here with now only 3 wickets left. He'll run that single. Very good. And the parity is very nearly there. One run. Go on, O'Riordan. Smack this to the fence and get the lead for us. Oh, or smack it over the fence. That's even better. There we go. We've got the lead before the end of the day. Very well batted from O'Riordan. In fact, there's quite a few people who have stepped up and batted quite well for us here. And I'm quite impressed. Now, I just kind of need it to continue. O'Riordan's going to hog the strike. He'll get out at some point. There you go. He's got out for 120. Now, it's just about trying to maximize the tail. They'll keep going. They'll keep trying. Just keep trying. That's fine. 350 would be nice, but if we don't get there, we don't get there. I was asking for 24 from the tail. I won't get that. In fact, I will get 6. Okay, we lead by 14, but crucially, we've got 5 bonus points, which is the same as Middlesex. This game is just completely in the balance. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bowl 3 overs of pace to start this one off. I don't want to see the boundaries. I want to see the wickets. There we are. There we go. Thank you. Robson is gone. I said I don't want to see the boundaries. I want to see the wickets. And Gilchrist took that personally. And almost gets himself another one. Very good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bowl Bosch and Stewart for 4 overs. That's done. That's the 4 overs. And now we're going to hit them with the spin. And we're going to try and skittle Middlesex out and chase down whatever they leave for us. Which I'm going to guess is not going to be many. We want to make sure it's not many. Oh, Logan goes for 2 boundaries. That is a rotation. But of course, with 2 spinners who aren't bowling right now, 4 spinners total, we've got the option to do that. So O'Riordan comes in, starts with a maiden. Very good. That's 2 from Kadri. So Jaden Denley comes in. Okay, they are kind of sticking it around here. But they're not hitting us for loads of boundaries. That's fine. In fact, they're batting relatively slowly, aren't they? 48, 60. Yeah, relatively slowly. Nothing special. We've already used 7 bowlers, which is quite something. Denley continues. There we go. That's the swap then. Logan comes back in. O'Riordan is half on there, so Kadri comes back in. Another swap there. Wow. Okay, let's go to 4 overs. Sorry, let's go to pace for the end of the session. There it is. 134 for 2. So Middlesex lead by 120. Our effort of skittling them out hasn't really come out there, has it? So Logan first up again. Goes for 2 boundaries. That is expensive. That is not what we're after. That goes up. Is Deploy gone? He is, because Denley takes the catch. Well done. Okay, Logan actually should have been swapped out. Denley comes in. We've got to try and bowl these guys out. We've got to try and bowl them out. That's the reverse sweep. Is there a fielder out there for the catch? He is, and he takes it. Bosch takes the catch. Very good. Very good indeed. That's a wicket maiden. Denley, continue on. That's not good from Kadri. That's not good from Denley. How are you getting hit for this many boundaries on a turning pitch? Come on. You have got to be better than that. There we go. Well done. Ingram's gone. That's the swap. Okay, that's the swap. It's another dropped catch from EYRE, and I've got to say, that is too many. Quite simply, that is too many. So EYRE is going to have to be dropped and just work on his keeping. It's too many. And we need to try and bowl these guys out as quickly as we possibly can, because this is just going to get difficult. Okay, well, look, he's recovered a little bit there with a stumping. That's very good. That's very good indeed. Okay, Logan continues. Let's just get to the end of the session here. Well done. $267. I feel like that is going to be a bit of a tall order. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of runs for the fourth innings. The closer it gets to 300, the more scared I get. Deep point. Takes the catch. Well done, Mansfield. Good stuff. No, I don't need the new ball. I just need to get these guys out. Okay, that's Denley's swap then. Back to Logan. Come on, guys. You got to wrap this up. There. It's my bad. It's my fault for not swapping him out. It's my bad. It really is, isn't it? I mean, you've got to take your catches. Your keeper's got to be able to grab those chances. 230 odd is going to be very difficult to chase. He's bowled him out. Well done, Logan. He gets 5 again, which is just very good. The spinner's doing the work. We're chasing 327. Right, now this is going to be a very early test for our team. I'm going to hit the predictor and I'm going to guess 85% Middlesex win. And that is not even high enough. The game is predicting that we will hit 220 and lose by 100 runs. So 85%, I've given us too much credit. This is going to be one heck of an uphill battle. But if we lose, we lose. We've played a very... We've tried our best. We've not played a kind of defensive or silly game in any way. And we've just got to try and do our best. That's all we've, these guys, these openers, if they can get even an opening stand of 30, that predictor will come down. It will go from that 90% and it will come down. Compton is unfortunately out. Muyeye, who of course did not get runs in the first innings, is going to have to in the second if we are going to have a chance. And he does start with a boundary. That's very good. Time is not the issue, so I don't need to worry about run rate. Not really. We've got 90 overs or so tomorrow. That's not the problem. Now, we are 40 for 1. I'm going to say the predictor is going to be at 88. It's still at 90. Goodness me. Our predicted score has increased to about 228. Just under 230, 227 now. It's giving us... Look, it hasn't really changed. We're just on track with what the game is expecting of us. And that is the issue. Yay. Gone early. It's going to be rough, but we might have a chance if we keep kind of focusing on what we're good at, which is we can still hit boundaries, we can still go at a good rate. We just don't give up. See, that's awful. That is terrible. That is a big old full toss that should be up in row J, not in the hands of an unsuspecting second or third slip. Jaden Denley, that is a poor decision. And now, okay, it's game, guys. It's game. I reckon predicted score 166. You're asking a bit much of us there, lads. And of course, this is what I was hoping we might be able to do to Middlesex in their third innings, sorry, in the third innings, in their second innings of the game, to take the pressure off our batsmen and we would chase. That has unfortunately not been the case. I mean, I'm loving that EYRE is staying out there and taking a few swipes and we're at 108, but it does feel like a bit of false hope. Well done. I mean, I don't know how that's gone there, but it has. So, unfortunately, we are going to lose our first game of the season. But the issue with this one... Well, what was the issue? The pitch, it's hard to bat fourth, I guess. It's hard to bat fourth on a turning, horrible pitch. What is the issue? Well, quite a few. Catches win matches. Fourth innings batting, rough, difficult, did not do what we needed to do. Bowling wise, it just went for a few too many runs in general, but they batted well. Sometimes that happens. We're going to take 5 points. We're going to drop all the way down to 7th because of that, but we're going to click continue, and training is just going to continue as it is. That's fine. And our next game, which is the Gloucestershire game, which will be next time, we have seen, look at that. That's a lot of improvements. I like that. So Ferguson, Stack, Child, Singh, Ferguson again, Everson and Kadri making a lot of training progress. I very much do enjoy that. Now, another look at the table shows we are now bottom, but teams have played another game. So, if we're able to grab a win and grab 20 odd points, we'll shoot up to 39 and we're up here rather than down here. So, that particular game against Middlesex, yes, it did not go well. It's not, we wanted to win, but we didn't. It is what it is. And in that draw with Derbyshire, we were certainly the better side. It was a winning draw. You bat fourth on a turning pitch, you might get burned. That is what we take from that one. And EYRE is not quite ready for keeping just yet. Now, is his batting average strong enough? Probably okay. I'm thinking the 25 plus is okay for our batting average. So I'm not opposed to him playing as a batsman, but Maybe Mansfield should have taken the gloves. Maybe that's what we could have done. No idea on that. Billings will come back in. We've got Finch, we've got Child, we've got options in terms of our keeping, but unfortunately, I don't think EYRE can be trusted behind the stumps until we've seen a bit of an improvement from him. So that'll be it from me today, guys. This is a super long episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. I don't know, like, next episode will be much quicker. It'll be the one game against Gloucestershire. But this is, you know, we're trying to get through the season. I don't mind long-form content. I hope you guys enjoy it. Until next time.